Hi. Hey, I'm sorry. Because of COVID-19, we're practicing social isolation. But if you need something, I can leave it right here and you can pick it up. Oh, you just, you don't want anything? You just want to know how we're doing and how we're getting along in these tough times? Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make you a video and talk a little bit about how we can cope in these tough times. How's that? Okay? Look, I know you're all struggling with a lot of loss and disappointment. The loss of your friends, your roommates, your teammates, even your professors. You miss all your favorite places around Albertus. Some of you are more introverted, and you're probably enjoying this quiet time to be alone with your own thoughts. But others of you are in withdrawal without the constant chatter of social media, your cell phones, your Zoom calls, and all the other distractions that you enjoy so much. Father Jordan, Sister Ann, and I would like to offer you some suggestions about how you can cope using the 4 pillars during these strange times that we're living in. Right now I'm doing something I really enjoy, making a pie. Do you mind if I just keep making my pie while I share a little bit about the 4 pillars in these difficult times? Okay, let's start with study. It has to be a big part of your life right now, but it can be a lifelong habit. I really know the recipe by heart, but I always have it out just to be sure that I have the right time and temperature. So, how are your online courses going? Here are some tips for staying focused. Make a schedule for each day. Write down what you want to do. It's kind of like this recipe. And check off what you accomplish. When you accomplish a task, give yourself a reward. Grab a cookie. If you finish a paper, give yourself a break. Another tip, work in a quiet place so you can concentrate. 4th tip, be sure you are well rested. That is, sleeping at night and staying awake during the day. Sleeping all day and staying awake all night. Make sure you are in the right rhythm. And the 5th and final tip, be sure you at least begin one of your unfavorite courses. If you have a difficult project, at least get a start on it each day. Those are my tips for study. I'm going to get back to making my pie. How about the pillar of community? You know, when I'm making my pies, I always try to get somebody in the community to help slice the apples, because it's fun to do things together. Hey, Julie, thanks for coming in. Yeah, thanks for coming in and slicing the apples. Now, social distancing is making this pillar of community a lot more challenging. I'm sure you're all very expert at social media, and texting friends, and sharing pictures on Instagram. I don't need to tell you about all of that. But how about some different ways to create community? Here's 4 ways. 1, text someone you don't know very well, just to say hi and check up on them. 2, now this is a challenge, write a note to your parents, your grandparents, your favorite aunt or uncle, just to let them know you're thinking of them, because they might be lonely. Check in on your siblings, even the ones who are driving you crazy. And 4th, send an email to someone who lives far away or to one of the students that are living in McAuliffe. Now that I have the crust made, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator to chill while I chill a little bit and take a prayer break, and we can talk about the 3rd pillar, prayer. Here are some ways you may want to pray during these times. Take a minute to pray for first responders, nurses, doctors, and all who are suffering from COVID-19. Every day, take your journal and just write down 3 things that you are grateful for. Just take 5 minutes to sit quietly with no earbuds, no distractions. Just take deep breaths and thank God for the gift of breath. See if you can do it. Just 5 minutes. Another thing would be to listen to some music that inspires you and lifts your spirits. God is always present to us. We just need to give God some time to respond to us. And we can do that if we take some quiet time. Well, here's the fun part. Now I can share the pie with my community, which brings us to the pillar of service. You are all so good at service. But here are some ways you may want to be of service at this time. Can you help a neighbor in need? Can you clean and sanitize your room? Or call your grandparents or elderly neighbors who may be alone. I really wish I could share my pie with all of you, but hope this is just one way to stay in touch and to encourage you to finish your courses. God bless all of you.